In a quiet village surrounded by tall green hills and whispering forests, there lived an elderly woman named Mary. She was not rich. Her house was small, her clothes were simple, and her meals were modest. But Mary had something that many people in the world never find: peace in her heart. Every morning, she opened her windows and greeted the birds with a smile. Children would visit her after school to hear her stories. Neighbors brought her fruits and fresh bread. In return, she listened, advised, and made everyone feel special. Though Mary lived alone, she was never truly lonely. One misty morning, Mary went into the forest to collect firewood. As she followed a path covered in golden leaves, her eyes caught something strange sticking out from under a tree. Curious, she brushed away the dirt and leaves and found a heavy iron lid. With effort, she lifted it. Her heart skipped a beat. Inside was a pot overflowing with gold coins. Real gold. Mary gasped. "With this," she whispered, "I could buy a big house, new clothes, fine meals. I could change my life." She looked around. The forest was silent. Her hands trembled as she tried to lift the pot. It was heavier than she expected. Still, she managed to carry it step by step toward home. But with each step, something strange happened. The gold turned to silver. A few more steps, it became bronze. Another step, it was iron. By the time she reached the edge of the forest, the pot was filled with dull metal, heavy and worthless. She stopped, confused and disappointed. "What kind of treasure changes like this?" she murmured. Suddenly, she heard a voice inside her. Not loud, not clear, but strong. "You were already rich before you found the gold." She stood in silence. Her heart slowed down. She remembered the laughter of the village children, the warmth of her neighbors, the peace in her morning routines. And then it hit her. She hadn't been missing anything. She left the pot under a tree and walked home lighter than before, not because she had lost something, but because she had remembered something. That evening, her neighbors visited. They brought apples and stories. Children sat at her feet and listened. She laughed, shared her soup, and smiled more deeply than she had in years. Mary had learned something powerful. Happiness is not found in a heavy pot of gold. It lives in the lightness of gratitude. It grows in the soil of human connection. It shines brightest when we stop chasing and start appreciating. From that day on, Mary continued to live as she always had, simply, kindly, and joyfully. People often asked her why she was always so happy. She would smile and say, "Because I stopped looking for treasure and started seeing it all around me." Life lessons. Happiness doesn't depend on money. It comes from gratitude and relationships. The more we chase after more, the more we forget what we already have. You don't need to speak perfect English to share wisdom or feel connected. Just speak with heart. Be kind, be present, be thankful. These are the treasures that never fade. Practice speaking. Repeat these phrases out loud. I am already enough. Gratitude brings happiness. I choose to be happy today. Kindness is a treasure I can give. Even a simple life can be a rich life. Our challenge for you: each day, learn one new English word related to emotions or gratitude. Use it in a sentence, share it with a friend, speak it with confidence. Happiness grows when you grow, and learning English is part of that beautiful journey. Remember, be happy, learn with joy, speak with heart. That's the real gold.